Governor Gavin Newsom says he's throwing out the legislative calendar to move gun control bills to his desk faster.
He even cautioned Texas Governor Greg Abbott not to make any comparisons to California, as he says progressive gun policies here are working. Political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us now with more on this. Morgan.
Heather and Carlo, so what are some of the bills that Governor Gavin Newsom wants to expedite? Well, you have the one that's based off of the Texas near abortion ban law that would allow private citizens here in California to sue gun manufacturers. You have the one that requires stores that sells guns to have video surveillance. And then you also have the one that requires schools to investigate and report any threat. Now, California is home to some of the strictest gun laws in the nation, but Newsom says it is not enough. A solemn day in California's capital.
We are in the unfortunate situation of asking for a moment of silence yet again for the horrific mass shooting in Texas. 19 elementary students and 2 educators were murdered by a lone gunman.
Silence turned into action.
If you're feeling that anxiety, stress, and fear, I hope you'll consider California as an antidote of sorts.
Governor Newsom said he's throwing out the legislative calendar to move 12 gun control bills to his desk by next month.
We've completely lost our senses and lost touch with that reality. And we need to change that reality, and we have that capacity to do so.
Newsom said California is acting while the country is not. So I asked how he plans to work across the aisle on the national level.
Try to work with governors, all political stripes in other states, and mayors in other states that understand this, particularly mayors that are on the front lines, and continue to advance common sense gun safety until we break through with the United States Senate.
Even though California has some of the strictest laws and overall numbers of mass shootings have gone down over the last several decades, the state continues to see some of the worst and deadliest mass shootings. A reporter asked if he'd consider spending more money on enforcing security at schools.
We know these policies work to save lives. Are they exclusively the only approach? Absolutely not.
Republican Assembly Leader James Gallagher told me now is not the time to be pointing fingers.
It always goes to a political fight instead of stepping back and coming together as a country about, hey, what are the real causes?
Said California could do more without adding more laws.
Tens of thousands of people who are not supposed to have weapons have them right now here in California because Democrats have not done the job of clearing that backlog.
Gallagher says he wants to focus more on getting guns out of the hands of known criminals and also focus on mental illness. But Heather and Carlo, Governor Abbott says that the 18-year-old Texas shooter had no known criminal or mental health record. But Gallagher says he won't comment on that until all of the information is out.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle, Morgan, that is going to take a while to sort of fit together here. What most people want to see is something done, whether they agree with Governor Newsom's approach here or not. He says he's going to do this fast track a lot of these bills through. How does he plan on doing that part of it?
He'd like to do it through an emergency clause in each bill. And what that means is once the bill is signed by the governor into law, it will go into effect right away as opposed to typically waiting until January 1st.
Morgan Reiner reporting from State Capitol for us. Thank you, Morgan.